Hey, you know you gotta say it for the podcast.
Nah,
That's too old for y'all.
You can explain.
we might shave it.
We might. You already explained something? Okay.
So if we don't like it, we just don't like it.
Hey, I ain't mad at you.
But
everybody built different.
Yeah, we gotta hear it first.
So you be comfortable, or
we good. We good.
You Gucci?
Yeah.
Good, man.
So do you remember what I said about save it or shave?
I remember what you said. That's
okay.
I'm waiting. It sounds like y'all gonna dump it.
We don't know.
Y'all didn't get it on there.
That's the good thing about you picking one that we ain't too familiar with. We probably heard it, but I'm not good with titles.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's ride with it. Let's see if you can get with it.
Which one we round to? Yeah.
One day you here, the next day you gone.
Is it okay? Is it called One Day?
Yep.
There you go.
I'm about to say that was a long
ass title.
Yeah, that's why I said you got to be able to feel it. You put your own shit on it.
I just making sure they didn't.
You uncomfortable?
Put all
I'm good.
You need to pull that out soon?
I'm gonna be bent over all day taking pictures at this wedding. I ain't lying. You hear me? I got 2 bottles in the car waiting on me. We riding today.
He said we ride.
Hey, you know you gotta say it for the podcast.
You heard the tag. Save it for the podcast. We back.
Fuck this motherfucker. He just
You did that on purpose?
You know what I mean? Because we got
The boy.
Oh, all right. To the left of me is TJ. To the right of me is Nick. And shout out to our brothers that's not here, Lansky and Drizzy. And we got a guest in the building, the homie Marcus. I don't know if you want the last name on it, so I'm gonna just say Marcus.
It's government, Marcus Lewis. I ain't hiding from nothing and nobody.
What's happening? What that song we played was?
One Day by UGK.
All right, we start from the left. Save it or shave it.
Who's on the first verse?
Mr. 3-2. Hold out to Texas.
He's thinking for our listeners.
Only reason I like the song, only reason I'm gonna shave it because he sounded too much like Pac to me.
The first verse?
I wanted Pac on there. It just made me think of Pac. And I was just like,
you made me want to hear that first verse again.
Or that's the only reason. That's why I was like, I wanted, when I was looking at the camera.
No. That's one of the reasons.
That was one of the reasons why I shaved.
It's more.
It's more? You think it's more?
Okay,
yeah.
It's coming to
so
me next.
I wanted Pac to be on that verse. And I was just like, man, he sound too much like Pac. Why they didn't hear this? They put Pac on here.
Just for me, can you just play it a little bit more? Just because I want to hear if I hear Pac real quick.
Okay.
Like if I hear
Pac is on there, he's definitely influenced on there.
I didn't. That's crazy.
I swear to God, I
think
thought
about Pac.
Yeah,
I want to hear.
Oh my God. Y'all didn't figure me like all that. He did that.
Yeah, he was doing all that.
You got that out of that?
I swear to God, I did.
Like,
play
real.
it.
Let me see.
Y'all gonna hear it now when you hear it. Like it was that.
Like that Dear Mama.
Yeah,
all this is
Once it started getting to that part right there,
the similarities.
Yeah, so it threw me for a loop. So I'm already like, damn, I want Pac on the song.
Think about Pac when y'all said I was
straight
listening
thought about
to it.
Pac.
Yeah, so
I actually wanted to go first.
My bad.
Go ahead.
No,
go
let's
ahead.
go ahead.
We ain't even gotta go in order.
Because I
want to
wanted
hear
to
what
say
you
the-
got to say.
Yeah,
some of the same shit, but I didn't want it to make it.
So it threw
Yeah,
me,
we got
so
some
it
more.
threw
I
me
got more
for a
to it.
loop. So in my head, I'm thinking Pac the whole time, bro. And so I was just like, damn, I couldn't get away from it. Why ain't throw Pac on this shit? So that's why I was like, that's the only reason for me that I'm shaving it. That's but it's a good song.
Okay.
I like the meaning behind it and everything.
Okay,
So
okay.
yep.
I shaved the first minute, saved the last two.
Yeah,
That's what I didn't want
Perfect.
the first dude on there. You start off Isaac, going like, you got to take me there now. This sound like he was one of their homeboys and just throw him on there.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, let me put cousin. Don't nobody really be fucking with him for real like that. It wasn't bad. But
It wasn't bad.
you just got to
though.
think, this was back then too, though. You know what I mean? We in 2000 and
Yeah.
so that's just a testament to UGK. You know what I mean? Pimp C and how dope they are.
Yeah.
It made me want Pimp C back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, fuck, what if Pimp C was here?
Mm-hmm.
That whole sound, like, yeah.
It was crazy.
You think
And
it
then-
could have been? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was about to say, you think? Well, I am saying, you think it could have been one of those things like he may have been going through something, and they like, fuck
No,
it, let's help bring
no,
Cuz
not
out
with
of
Ronald
this.
Isley. No.
Yeah,
With Ronald,
yeah.
and you put
On the
him on
Isley
there,
Brothers song?
either he paid for them to get on there, or
And
everybody kind of
the
knew
song.
each other and like, fuck it, let's do it.
Because
We all going through it, yeah. And then I thought about Ronald Isley. Is T-Pain or Ronald Isley? Well, not to that
I know what you're
extent.
saying.
But it's
we know
like
what
I feel
you-
like how Ronald Isley came in. So I feel like T-Pain was a big influence, like how Ronald Isley was.
Yeah.
So it got me thinking about that and Pimp C, UGK. I really don't fuck with UGK now. So to really sit there and listen to what they were saying, like that, it was deep. So.
Exactly what he said. I'm gonna take his shit. Yeah, I just shaved the first half. Say the last two. Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, there you go.
Was this on Bun B solo or was it on Riding Dirty?
It's on Ride Dirty.
All right, I know it's on one of them. I'm gonna save it.
How long? When did this come out?
96.
This song came out in 96?
The album, Riding Dirty came out in 96.
Okay.
And All Eyes on Me was 96.
Yeah, so that's why it was so much.
He was heavily influenced by Pop, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna save it like for that type of song with that feel. It's like around the same feel of Bourbons and Lax and shit like that. But and like on those beats, no matter how you were rapping back then, I was still like fuck with it.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
unless it was just like on some, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't care how slow you was rapping, I fuck with it on that beat.
Yeah,
and I fuck with the
You
song,
saving
period.
it
So
now
I'm
today
saving-
though?
Yeah, I would ride to that.
Straight up.
I would actually ride to that one.
Mm-hmm.
In the Camry or in like
It wouldn't be as good in the Camry.
the windows would have to be down.
Not in the Camry. I don't think.
I feel like it gotta be your car gotta be
Well, my
washed.
radio don't
It gotta
work.
be
for
washed.
one-
Yeah, it do gotta be washed.
Your car gotta be washed.
Something to the
AC gotta be
nature
on
of that.
point.
Yeah,
Or the
yeah.
windows down a little bit, you said.
I wouldn't bump this shit in the Camry, but I listen to it to myself because I feel like you can't confidently bump that in the Camry. That or Bourbons and Lax, like those type of songs.
Yeah.
You can't, like, you don't do the song justice. I mean, it's gonna be a good song, but it's like the nigga next to you, like, why is he? He don't connect.
Yeah.
Why is he? You know what I'm saying? Nah, I ain't fucking with it in the Camry. To myself, but not on the bumping.
That's tough. How old are you, Morgan?
39. Just turned 39 January the 1st.
Gotcha. Okay.
So we're gonna assume you saving it.
Whoa. You said just January the 1st?
Yeah, January the 1st, New Year's Day.
That's not just.
Yeah, it's just another day for me.
Okay. All right.
It's a holiday.
I like how you flipped that real good because you were saying that January was a long time ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
But the
like
way
just,
he did it, like just another, I'm like, that's something you
so I
would
didn't
do.
know where we was going. Like I'm like,
we on
I
the same
just
page. Same
like I
ride.
just turned 39 in January.
Yeah, that ain't nothing. That's just half a year ago.
Yeah,
you still got another half a year to go.
Yeah, I'm thinking we in March right now.
See, that's one of them things that make me think though.
Yeah,
He said half a year ago, I'd have been like, was it that long ago?
I'm thinking past, present, future at all times.
So why did that song right there connect to you so much? Because you seem to be passionate before you played it on us liking it or not.
Yeah, so really, at that point in time in my life, it was real. You know, like I come from 40th and Truce, you know, so it was a lot of gang banging, prostitution. Like, you know, my cousins was getting killed, you know, my friends, you know, when you watching people get killed at 13, 14, 15 years old, you know, and this is just your normal life, you know, to everybody else, you know, they looking like, wow, you know, but I can go outside and, you know, see you get killed over $20. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me to go from there to being shot in the head myself, you see what I'm saying, to, you know, never even going to the penitentiary a day in my life. You see what I'm saying? But actually being in there, like, you know, my name is out there. So I've done a lot of things. So to be able to go from that, you know, watching my parents pass away to, you know, being able to be with, you know, my beautiful wife 16 years. You see what I'm saying? Being able to raise, you know, my 5 kids, a blended family, you know, after coming through all that, you know, and to look back, see this song take me back to where I come from. You see what I'm saying? And so I always got to play homage to where I come from so that I know where, you know, I'm going. You see what I'm saying? So it was just one of those things to where, like I said, when I wake up on certain days, you know, either my mother or my father will put a song on me to kind of set my day. You know what I'm saying? On where I need to be going. And today that was the song. You see what I'm saying? Like when he told me about it last night, you know, I went to sleep and it was like, boom, this is it. And so that's what we rolling with. That's my flow for today.
Is that a way of you said going back to, it takes you back to where you from? Is that a way to keep you humble, or
definitely balance all day long?
Keep you balanced.
Yeah, I'm never bigger than a situation. Never. See what I'm saying? Because it ain't my control. I can only control me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Do you think that's what we missing now? Is balance?
Definitely.
I do believe people forget where they. I'm not gonna say they forget where they came from, but they don't remember where you was at back here to kind of keep you to not trip over little shit like that ain't.
Well, is it really not remembering, or is it really trying to forget? Because if I forget, I can put you somewhere else.
I think it's not remembering. Like I remember frying up bologna sandwiches.
Yeah, but
now I got the money to get whatever the fuck I want to. Now.
You didn't forget that though.
Not to say I forgot, but
you just remember what that taste tastes like.
But every day you got to kind of remember where you know, to stay humble. Like, yeah, you can get this now, but this shit can be took from you too, to where you'll have to revert back to that bologna though. You feel me?
So do you go back there just to keep you, like you personally with the fried bologna, would you fry one up every now and then, or you like?
No, I guess that was a testament to the song he played.
Yeah.
Like certain songs that take you back.
Yeah.
So like, let me,
And that was
okay.
and that's where I got.
You know what I mean? So then you were like, okay, yeah, McDonald's is $10, nigga, this bologna $3. We had a whole case of pot, bologna, the chips, the whole box of chips for $6.90. You know what I mean?
I can make it work now.
Yeah.
What was them little silver juice? Them little silver top juices
Yeah,
called
exactly.
with the aluminum on
I know
it?
you're talking about. I forgot what they're called.
You just poke the
You poke
hole.
it at the top.
with your pencil. I didn't
Not
have
the
to peel.
Capri. Nah, that was expensive.
They were little bottles,
That was rich
little
nigga shit.
barrels. They were little
They
barrels.
look like little
The
barrels.
hugs.
They hugs now.
Yeah,
They hugs
and you
now.
try to put like a
Yeah,
little hole so your shit
like,
lasts longer
hey,
and
bro,
shit
you want
like
one?
that.
You know,
You know what I mean? You got,
I used to get it with a little teeth mark.
Just so it lasts longer.
with this one, all right.
I was just telling my kids that I used to do shit like that to make my shit last longer. Like even ice cream, like I eat it real slow so I can be the last one with my shit because we didn't get the shit often.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but they don't understand that shit. They said that's childish or whatever.
Now, I'm going to be honest with you. You know, I had a mixture of a childhood. You know what I'm saying? Like I had the best of all worlds. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like.
There you go. Yeah, that's cool.
Just move that forward.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can move forward and up and you be solid, brother.
Like, you know, because I got my own story that I'm going to come out with. You know what I'm saying? But just briefly, you know what I'm saying? Like my mama, you know, I never knew my mama to do drugs. You see what I'm saying? Smoke, cigarettes, drink, nothing. You see what I'm saying? But the man who raised me, my daddy, was a crackhead for 17 of the years that he was with my mama. You see what I'm saying? So to be able to be around a functioning crackhead, you see what I'm saying? To get you up every day and tell you still got to take your ass to school. You see what I'm saying? You still got to be somebody, regardless of what you see in your face, right? To be able to see, you know, a man get up and go to work and, you know, be able to allow somebody to help him through his struggle. Like, you know, my mother was the type of woman that, and I don't want to go off subject, but my mother was the type of woman that, you know, she knew my daddy was smoking crack. You feel me? But those conversations, you know, they wasn't closed door conversations. They was open door. Like, you know, if you gonna be man enough to smoke crack, then your kids gonna know you smoking crack. You see what I'm saying? Like, if it ain't an embarrassment to you, you see what I'm saying? Then I'll just allow your kids to show you how it feel to them. You see what I'm saying? And so it was times to where, like I said, starting off, you know, my pops just did primos. You know what I'm saying? And then that shit turned into something else. Like, you know, that old 80 thing, 90 thing was a booger, dude. Like, you know, I've seen the fur coats and shit like that. And, you know, I've seen to where, you know, I've been in situations to where, you know, so my own father would stop stealing, the coats that he would buy my mother for anniversaries. You feel me? I would have to give this man crack. You feel what I'm saying? So he wouldn't take my mama's coat and sell it to her friend. You see what I'm saying? And then she had to convince her friend to buy these pills, you feel me, to get her coat back. You know what I'm saying? So it was crazy. You feel me? Like my whole family come from just selling major drugs. You see what I'm saying? It ain't one of those things to where you want to brag and boast. But what I'm saying is that I've been around millions of dollars. You see what I'm saying? In real life. I've been in situations to where, you know, Nobody would have ever knew certain people was selling crack in my family if none of my cousins wouldn't have thought that, a stack of $100 bills was $1 bills. You see what I'm saying? And then they go to school and get caught with the stacks.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got to call home and ask why your son in the 3rd, 4th grade got a stack of hundreds. And then when we bring him home, now it's a whole briefcase in the house. And y'all been, you see what I'm saying? From here to, you follow me?
Mm-hmm.
So it's, I've been in situations to where my mama had been, my mother has went blind. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done been, a kid to where I done been at basketball games and my mama and daddy ain't even in the crowd rooting for me.
So,
So
when did being a kid stop for you?
Yeah, so what I figured out, right, at 39 years old, like I just wanted to be able to have a balance, a mixture. Like, so even though I am mature, in certain instances, in certain, sense, I'm still a kid, right? Because certain traumatic things happened to me to where it locked me into those situations.
That's what I'm saying. So when did because like they say, man, you gotta let your kids be kids nowadays. When did your kid just cut off? Just like you said, 3rd grade, that might happen.
Yeah.
So did being a kid stop before then?
Yeah, so being a kid stopped when my mom, I was on my way to the service, man. And I'm gonna take it back to you. Me stop being a kid, bro, was like so one day I came home
How old?
from school. I was probably like 12, right? And so I came home one day and the day was just a regular day, bro. And like the night was going on and I was just trying to figure out, like, where the fuck is my mom and my sister at? You hear me? And so my pop, it's like 8 o'clock, like 9 o'clock come. I'm like, fuck, like, my daddy about to come in here tripping. Like, mom and my sister ain't been home like all day.
How old is sister?
My sister's like 5 years younger than me. So she was probably like 6, 7, something like that. You know what I'm saying? She was little to the point to where my pops come in, and because I had a brother that I got older brothers, but I had a brother that was always into shit. So my pops, he left me with the little 25. You feel me? So one day he come in, he like, yo, where that gun at? And I'm like, I don't know what you talking about. So he like, yeah, I'm about to kill your mama. I'm a kid, like, what the hell you talking about? He like, yeah, I'm about to go kill your mama. This bitch cheating on me, So I'm like, hold up, where she at? And he like, yeah, you didn't know she moved out.
With your sister.
Real life.
Damn.
Real life, bro, just left. You hear me? And so when Pops was like, yo, she over here at such and such house with your auntie. Like they all over here together. You know what I'm saying? So I leave, you feel me? I get a ride from this chick next door. I was fucking with this chick next door, so I get a ride from her mama.
At 12?
At 12. So like I said, it was fucked up, bro. So like I said, when you hear my story, like when you hear the real story, you'll be like, damn, that's big.
Before you continue, you putting this in a book and shit?
Yeah, I got a book coming.
My voice is coming,
podcast, everything.
Okay. I was wondering.
Yeah, it's real.
Sure.
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah, go ahead. I just want to make sure.
And so this chick that I was fucking with. So basically how that go is like this. So back in the day, right? So my mama used to her and my dad used to, they had two thrift stores, and my grandmother, she had a restaurant. So my mom and them was real good with giving away shit. You know what I'm saying? You always take care of the hood and shit. So what wound up happening was the chick that was next door, she was a smoker, right? But her daughter was cool. You know what I'm saying? So when I say it's a chick that I was fucking with, I wasn't sleeping with her. Mm-hmm. But as kids, you had your little boyfriend, girlfriend type thing. Mm-hmm. Well, because we was those type of people, everybody wanted to be a part of that situation. You know what I'm saying? Because you always ate. You know what I'm saying? If your lights, gas, whatever was off, you can just come over to my mom and them house. You know what I'm saying? Like they was those type of people. Like they didn't look at you like that. You see what I'm saying? And so to fast forward, so I wind up giving the gun to my daddy, but I told him, I'm like, well, hold on, daddy, let me slide over here right quick. see if I can get mama to come back. And then if I can do that, like we can figure it out. Now keep in mind, I'm 12 years old.
Yeah.
But this is real conversations that's going on because I was exposed to a lot. Like my mama was born in the 40s. You know what I'm saying? The early 40s. So I got a brother that's in his 60s. So the game was kind of trickled down. So you get a hold of it real quick. Cause don't nobody want to watch you. You see what I'm saying? So I gotta elevate you from 0 to 5 real quick because I gotta still go out and, do my thing. You see what I'm saying? So when you locked up into that, you gotta real quick. So to fast forward, I get over here and I tell this lady like, yo, Miss Carla, don't leave. I just want to run in the house real quick, get my mama, my sister, and come back out. So as soon as I jump out the car, skirt, she pull off. So now I'm stuck. Because keep in mind, I'm 12 years old, and I just had this woman. Now that I think about it, I'm going back. I just had this woman probably take me about 3 miles. You see what I'm saying? From where I didn't came from. So now I'm like, okay, this is my auntie's house. So when I go in the back, they like, your mama's on the first floor. Her apartment's on the first floor. So when I go inside the apartment, my mama's laying on the couch in some negligee and shit, like half-ass naked. And so I guess she thought I was the man. And so, as I come in, she like, yeah. And I'm like, bitch, if you don't get up and let's go now, daddy about to come kill you. And so she was like, you black ass spasm, what the fuck are you doing in my house? And I'm like, mama, you know what I'm saying? I'm like in the midst of wanting to cry, but I'm angry because I'm just now figuring out that my mama got a whole nother fucking house. You see what I'm saying?
Another life.
So then when I'm like, where's my sister at? You know what I'm saying? And so I walk in this other room and shit. And so I see my sister sleeping in the bed and shit. I'm like, you got my sister all up in here. You and this motherfucker naked and shit. And I'm 12 years, so I'm mad now. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, daddy about to come over here and kill everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck you over here fucking with this nigga? And my whole daddy at the house, this nigga ain't even our daddy. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You feel me? Like, you fucking up the structure before it can even really be built. Right? Selfishness, right? And so she's so focused on whatever grown folks is focused on at that point. I'm a kid, right? So she like, get the fuck up out of here. Not I'm sorry that I'm called, not let me hug you. You see what I'm saying? Not that I'm embarrassed. No, nigga, get the fuck up out of here. You feel me? This nigga's on his way. You feel me? And that's just what it is. And so once the nigga walked through the door, right? I just remember this big tall ass nigga with a curl and fucking chains, on his neck and chest hairs. You feel what I'm saying? And fucking red snakeskin boots and shit. And I hate snakeskin boots at this point, bro. I promise. I don't like snakeskin boots, bro. That. And see, I had a couple of pair and I fucked them snakes. You hear me? Like man, I'm a shark. I just like snakes, not like shark skin. You know what I'm saying? I had to change my material. But so he come through the door. And when he come through,
who is he? Who is this?
This is dude that my mom is creeping with.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and so coincidentally, it's my brother's homie.
Quick question.
Go ahead.
Did you? Were they split? And you didn't know it?
Come on, bro. My mom and my daddy stay together, bro. They married. I'm waking up every day to my mom and my daddy in the same
sometimes kids
bed,
just don't know shit. You
bro,
know what I mean?
Listen to me. I'm waking up every day, and it's fucking me up because my mom is coming home.
So you like, how the fuck, when did it
happen?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I see you every day in here.
Yeah, that's what happens when you watch your child's pattern and your child ain't watching yours. You see what I'm saying? So I know when he going to sleep. I know when this little nigga doing this. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, so Marcus, that's my little baby. Yeah, so that. She built her shit around me and just, so what my parents used to do was, in order for us not to be able to pay attention to what they was doing, they would give us $100 every week as an allowance at 11 and 12 and send us on our way.
So that's what I'm saying. So do you just think you didn't know what was really going on between them two?
Nah, I knew because I watched TV a lot. Right? And so, like I said, my story is a motherfucker, bro. Because I know this is my stepdaddy. You got to remember, I got a real daddy. Mm-hmm. I know him.
Pops, got you.
Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? I'm just telling you about the man that's married to my mama.
Got you.
You see what I'm saying? That stayed with my mom every single day of my life. I still had a relationship with my biological father. You see what I'm saying? My stepdaddy had a relationship with my biological father. We all used to
step pops is the one who asked for the gun.
Yeah, my steppops is the
Your
one
father is the one that was on crack.
My stepfather is the one who was on crack. I call him my daddy because I do not shy away from the fact that, listen, I'm going to keep it 1,000. And this is going to be awkward to say my daddy could have been gay and he'd still been my daddy. You see what I'm saying? He could have been a full-blown fag and I wouldn't have gave a fuck. You see what I'm saying? When I woke up every day and I went to sleep, I seen this man. You see what I'm saying? Despite whatever he went through, he consistently encouraged me to be better. You see what I'm saying? So that's my father, because despite him being a crackhead, a verbal, mental, spiritual abuse to my mother, physical, you see what I'm saying? Often when the crack would set in, he never shied away from trying to show me how to be a man by telling me this ain't the right thing to do. Yeah. Although you see me doing it, you see what I'm saying? This is what I mean when I say, do as I say and not as I do. Because I'm going to tell you the right thing to do, even if you see me doing the wrong thing.
That's why, and I was with that. I got the experience with doing it, which is why I can tell you not to do it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So a lot
I'm
lead
with
by
that.
example. I get that too, but to me, the biggest teacher are the people who actually experienced it. To me,
I'm with that too. But just looking at it from another angle, it's like a lot of us, like myself, I look at my parents as like one of my parents. Like my father is my superhero. I love my mom. I'm not saying I don't look at her as like, but I'm saying like I used to look at my father as a superhero. So I want to mimic his moves and shit like that. And we all look up. A lot of us who had our fathers there or talking, no matter what they was doing, we look at them like a superhero. So it's like I kind of want to mimic everything, just like we mimic Batman and shit like that. Yeah. I kind of want to. You telling me not to do it, but I'm sure Batman would tell me not to jump off a motherfucking roof. I see him do it. I still want to try it and shit because it look cool when he do it. You know what I'm saying?
My biological father's a preacher right now. To this day.
It's usually
no cap.
They're usually the most effective though.
Yeah, if you listen to me, it's not that sound. It's not. My daddy's a real preacher, bro. Told me I couldn't come. I can't. I know too much. In real life.
You said your biological. I thought you said your other one.
No, listen to that. That's why I told you the story is a big thing.
Can't come to.
I can't come. You know too much. See, the thing about it is that when you start to get people to understand that they are the ones that are complicating their life, right? Because when you look at it, it's 1, 2, 3. Now, the reason why I say 1, 2, 3 is this, like you just said, when you lead by example, right? And you looking at somebody that has come before you and lived your life, how are you coming behind them making the same mistakes? I just gave you an example for centuries. Okay, decade on top of decade, right? How could you come right behind me and make the same mistake because you allow your own curiosity to determine your destination? Follow me? Can you grasp that?
I definitely.
But just like Damo said, this is your hero. So if my hero's smoking crack, I'm about to smoke crack.
On top of that,
let's look to a certain extent.
To a certain at that age too, though. Just like you said,
because he can still be a superhero just by being there. Like we and like I said, when you put too much on something, like it's just 1, 2, 3. I'm not looking at the negative of what you doing. I'm looking at the positive. That's what I'm looking to take. So if I stop looking at your negative, I don't got shit to put you down about.
You stop being a kid at what age though?
Yeah, so I'm still a kid now.
You are, but you were more mature. That was my reason for. A lot of people don't look at it like you. You know, you had to kind of grow up way faster.
And then look
you
at
grew
this.
up way faster. A lot of people, and everybody think different. So, go ahead.
At this too, like when I'm looking at you, this you said when you did all of this. Hopefully, I ain't have to go through that. Basically, type of shit.
Yeah.
But a lot of the times when I see you doing that and you telling me not to do it, you still getting the praise from all the shit that we want, like the women, all the cool homies and shit like that. So you telling me not to do it, but I want that shit too.
Yeah, because you're not looking at what I'm telling you. That is just an illusion. Right? And so if we take away what I'm doing and we take away what they actually want from me, it's the same thing that you can give them: attention. It's simple. You have to stop making things bigger than what they are and just simplify this attention that somebody wants from you. It's the illusion that somebody is giving you, right? And so you want to be rich, but what do you want to be rich for? Why do you want to be wealthy? Right? Do you want to be wealthy for security or comfortability, for fame? Like, do you want to,
or to help motherfuckers?
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what you want to be it for? You want to be it for the illusion that you keep on seeing. Right? Unless you put yourself in a different atmosphere to say, no, the brothers that I'm around, they millionaires, but they not in front of the camera. Like, they really in the streets, like, you feel me? Like beating the pavement up, and they really turning corners and turning heads. So I know 10, 15 years down the road, these are real investments because they didn't ask for nothing. They just wanted to give you this game and allow you to be yourself, to multiply and magnify within you. Right? If I could just open up the door and get you to see what's already inside of you, right? If you stop focusing on what I can do good and we just focus on what you good at, right? I'm good at talking. Right? Other people might be good at hugging, right? Other people might be. So let's just focus on what we can do. And once we magnify that, then we can play our own role. See, I can rely on you to do what you can do. Because that's what I'm looking for you to do. I ain't got to hate you for that. Right? If you're looking for me to just give you some good game, that don't mean that you have to apply everything that I'm telling you. Just understand that this is a different technique and a tool that I just gave you to put on your belt. You use it when the time is right.
Yeah.
It's just your tool. Now, I gave it to you for free. I didn't charge you for it, right? Everybody gonna give you a tool. It just depends on what you gonna get charged for the tool and when you utilize the tool. See, me personally, I like to simplify things and not make them complicated. You follow what I'm saying? Because once you start compiling your brain with complicated information, that's how you give it out. And now it's harder for the next person to receive it and learn it.
And this might be off subject. This is why I don't like the GOAT conversations, because you need a team. You know what I mean? Everybody kind of got to play their role to make this dude. Of course, Jordan was the nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you still need your pieces,
without these niggas, Jordan can beat Jordan without that. If Jordan played for the shittiest, when he played for the Wizards, we don't hear nothing about it.
Right.
You know, so
but
you got to take
Jordan.
You take the best of what everybody's doing.
Yeah.
And run pause. We did that. I don't know how
Zoom in on that. See what time it was.
Well, yeah, like, so that goal, like, you got to take. I think we like KD. They talking about everything he did wrong, but they ain't
like this nigga. You see
saying what he did great.
Yeah.
So LeBron, like, I've been doing this my whole career. You know, so like you just got to change your outlook on certain shit, and it's up to us. So we can't let the Stephen A. Smiths. I said this. I think. Do y'all remember that part when I was like, first take is kind of fucking up our athletes?
Yeah.
And fucking up their confidence and fucking, you know,
morale of them. Yeah,
that was
fucking them up, bro.
That was Kwame Brown stands about all these shows, you know, not bigging up our black athletes or not. You said, so he
that's what I'm saying. So it's these dudes is like Kyrie, you know what I mean? Like these dudes is they rich. Like at the end of the day, how y'all tripping off? Y'all tripping off what Stephen A. and all these other niggas is saying? Like,
because it's entertainment. It's strategically set up to keep you drawn in, right? So if I can keep you drawn in on that, I can't keep you focused on you trying to come up with a way to make your family have generational wealth.
Did you say why they tripping? Did you just say that? Like, why is Kyrie tripping? Did you just
no? I'm saying
I'll make sure I understood.
No, I'm saying like how Kyrie is like he's saging the whole arena. He doing it like if none of these people, Kyrie should be this. He want to go to this other team because of this and because of that. Like, you don't know why he's doing this shit.
Got you. Okay.
Maybe he just want to be
the.
I heard it.
Yeah, he just want to be, you know.
What's wrong with
that Marcus Houston shit?
I was like this.
Yeah.
That might have been a look he was actually going for.
Wow.
But just like he said, everything is kind of an illusion. Like, you can be rich and still be pissed. So why do you want to be rich? So you care about what Stephen A. and them. Like, if we rich, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna give a fuck what nobody's saying. But like,
why would you?
If we all,
but you can. But
if we all,
I can see why we all different, man.
Why am I
you take certain criticism a different way. It could be a mental health thing.
Sometimes just fuck that money, bro.
But if we all eat,
what are you talking to me like that for? You don't know what I come from, my nigga. Like, stop talking about me like that.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Yeah.
And furthermore, you seem like Uncle Tom, my nigga.
It's his job. It's working though.
It's entertainment.
It's making. It's working.
It's
that's
entertainment.
Just me understanding both ends. I understand what you're saying.
We have to, but just like you said, go back to the baloney. You know what I mean?
Right.
We came from this, so this ain't back to.
Really fuck with me
Okay.
like that.
Well,
No.
not only that,
You know what I mean?
why would I allow somebody else? Okay, so like I said before, when you start to simplify things, right? If we already been going through this in media and everything that we do as black people, right? Well, how could you, after time, still strategically set yourself up to talk bad and down upon your fellow black men? All for
money.
It's his
But
job.
But the thing about it is,
do you really feel like that outside of this, Stephen A?
Listen to what you
No.
said though.
You see what I'm
No,
saying?
he don't know.
I really think
no.
I really think he don't. I really think they just really criticize their games, man. I'm fine with
They
that
are.
though.
You fine with that?
If I shoot 0 for 30 in the game and they say this nigga shoots like shit.
It's his.
Can you say it on that particular day though?
Yes.
Is it a
I'm
track
cool.
record? Because the way that y'all strategically setting it up, it's like a track
Why you
record.
say that?
I don't mind analyzing the game, but when it comes to like you talking about this nigga for smoking weed and shit, and Charles brought this up too, smoking weed and shit. But when it comes to Alex Caruso, it's a short clip like that. It feels
it's
like
a
you're
whole
targeting.
segment. Yeah.
It feels like you targeting us though.
It's his job. Just like he said, he just said, I sit here and watch this certain person do this their whole life, right? So if I follow behind that and he gave me, you know, he been doing it. I don't need to do that. He been doing it.
Yeah.
They been doing this in media our whole entire life. So you to get mad over a nigga doing this his whole entire life?
You saying you
It's
should have been
reason-
prepared for it? Come,
You,
knew it was
you are
coming.
prepared for it.
It's a double-edged sword. That's
They've
true.
been doing
That's
this,
true.
but now hitting you. He's hitting you. So now you're mad.
But
But
last-
you were sharing the other shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but once it hits you,
Yeah.
just
I can
ignore.
understand
You
that.
have to be able to. It come with the game.
Especially where you come from. I see what you're
A
saying.
lot of
come
that
with the
times,
game.
though,
you
like
should
we-
be able to ignore it.
A lot of times we sit back and say, "Cuz you making too much money. Like I wouldn't do
A
that if
lot.
I was in
Every-
your
Money ain't
position."
everything.
But as soon as that nigga saying that to you,
Yeah.
you like
Money's out
forget
the
all
window.
that money shit.
Yeah.
Well, what's,
Like,
what's too much?
What did I say too much of?
No, you say
No, I'm
money
saying
wise?
like,
Money-wise.
what do you mean? What's
I'm
too much?
asking you. What would you consider too much money?
To be tripping on some shit. I don't think I have a line. Like if I'm gonna trip, I'm gonna trip, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like money goes out the window with me when it's morals and shit. Like my nigga, don't talk to me
Shit,
like
we got to
that.
get rid of morals.
Like
So, not to cut you off. Would y'all die over respect?
I would.
I don't think
Me
we should.
personally. I already
Yeah,
died.
right.
Me personally, I would. Why
So-
not? When you stand in front
I
of
let
God, what
everybody-
you going for? Your works and your
I let
respect.
everybody talk it though. Like,
Right.
would you die over respect?
it depends.
I
Like
think about my family
it
too much when I
depends
think
where
about
is
that
it.
shit,
Yeah, it
man.
depends on where that, because you could get like slightly disrespected at work, and then it's like, man, I ain't even. You know what I'm saying? You
No, you know you can. I'm gonna die if I say something, but I gotta do this over just the respect.
But that's a
level.
conscious thought.
I'm just saying, but you got a choice. It's a choice.
it's
You know what I mean?
hard
Like,
for me to
It's
answer
tough.
that.
It's tough.
Like me,
It's
I
a
would.
good question. It's
My
hard for
homie
me
was
to
like,
answer.
"Nigga, I'd die over." I'm like, "Fam, you got a whole family."
That's
So,
my thing. That's
Because
what-
this random nigga you don't even know
Yeah.
stepped on your motherfucking shoe in front of your whole family. You
Not
know
that
he's
type
going.
of shit, bro.
I'm just saying.
Nah, I get
saying.
what you're saying.
Just say if he took it to that level,
I get what you.
Yeah.
It's kind of
you
like
willing
if
to
y'all
die over that?
It's
I
kind
hear
of
you.
like if y'all seen Snowfall when Leon was like, "You gonna stop this money because the way another nigga talk."
Yeah,
Real
yeah,
shit,
yeah,
though.
yeah.
Kind
I
of
remember.
what,
Yeah.
what he's
I can
saying
relate.
because that's on that Stephen A. Smith. You gonna stop us from getting this money because the way another nigga talk. But
Yeah.
sometimes that shit, like I said, go out the window. Like it makes sense to me, y'all saying that, but I just know, like in those moments, even with you, I don't even know, and I ain't gonna say I know, but I feel like sometimes in that moment, like all that shit out the window, my nigga.
Yeah.
It's your mind. That's what he's saying. We got to change.
We
how
do,
kinda
yeah.
handle
Yeah.
Yeah.
certain shit shouldn't be that. Like,
Should be that
okay.
deep, yeah.
That's his job. I ain't cool.
Yeah.
It entertain us though. If it ain't us, like I'm saying, so it's hard being a dude.
Yeah.
It's hard being a dude though.
To go back to you saying you did that basically. So why are you doing it? I seen you do it, so why am I doing it? Right?
Yeah.
But then we say you gotta do your own research even after somebody tell you something.
Mhm.
And a lot of times, I mean, not a lot of time, all the time, experience is the best teacher in life.
Definitely.
So
Yes.
a lot of the times we're going to go out there and do that shit. So you say, why would you do that? It's easy because I'm sure it's shit you shouldn't have done that nigga look at you like, why would you do that?
Yeah,
You see me?
Yeah, but but that goes back to why I can say that I've never been to the penitentiary. See what I'm saying? See, you got to understand what your worth is worth. And I'm just keeping it 1,000 because I'm not sitting up here, trying to down somebody from going to the penitentiary to get caught, but you got caught.
Yeah.
Why I supposed to feel like something because you got caught? You mad at me because I didn't get caught? You mad at me because I was able to strategically manipulate the system when I tried to show you the same way and you tried to do it your own way, and I told you some things people are better at than others. Watch me. And because you didn't, you don't get the chance to get a gun. I can walk around with a gun. And I'm not saying it like that, but I'm just saying I can vote. I can do all type of things because I chose to go a different route. You chose to go a different route. And so now you may have 400,000-500,000, right? I don't got 400,000 or 500,000, but our lifestyles is different. I'm comfortable. You comfortable. You see what I'm saying? So you just got to kind of figure out, what's good for you, what's not good for you.
It feel like that Jay-Z DeHaven situation. I don't know if y'all familiar.
I am. Go ahead.
It's the same thing, like how he's kind of upset with Jay a little bit, but Jay moved on to be successful, moved up. It's the same thing, but go ahead, what you were saying.
I was going to say, the experience was in his face. So you saying how you can do this, and people going to do whatever they're going to do. But if the experience is already in your face and you choose to go and still do it, like what, that is your, if I drunk 4 Ds, right, I leave not getting a wreck. That's your experience. Yeah. It ain't got to be your experience, but you've experienced somebody doing it.
No, that's
so for you to go and just like, let me go and do this and drive.
That's real.
Like we got a lot of experience in front of us, bro, and we don't, take it in.
Why what he's saying hit so hard to me and it's effective, like what he's saying. Yeah. Because I always tell people, even when you talk about biblical shit, bro, you can tell me, and I'm not saying I don't believe biblical shit. You could tell me all the shit you want to about back then, but you wasn't there. But I was actually there for, like you said, when he was doing that shit. So I do know what the effects of that is. So what you saying makes sense because I always use that. You wasn't there. I'm not saying it's not true. I'm just saying stop talking to me like you know. In this case, I do know. So you're 100% correct.
Definitely.
Yep.
So anyway, you got to go, right? What time?
I got a few minutes. I got about 13 minutes.
All right. Cool.
Shit. I guess we got to lighten it up then, because the other shit gonna be deep.
You say you're cheating?
He stopped real early. I had to fix my shit. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Damn, I thought you was gonna pick the same thing, just knowing I would.
Dad joke. It's on you.
Dad joke. Okay. I was gonna do. Nah, I know. Okay, hold on. I know 25 letters of the alphabet.
Mm-hmm.
I only know 25 letters of the alphabet.
Is this a moment where somebody says why or what? Because I seen this on Instagram or something like that. So and the funny part about it is I still don't know the joke. So.
I don't either.
That's why I'm mad.
I know the I is somewhere.
Somewhere's in there. I or so, yeah.
I only know 25 letters of alphabet. I don't know why.
Exactly. You don't know why. Did you see what a why? That's what I'm saying. Like it's something
silly, dog.
Yeah.
Wait, I want to see if y'all get this. It's not a dad joke, but what TJ didn't get the other. TJ, you can't answer this.
Okay. It took me a minute.
Yeah.
Slow.
10 plus 10 is the same thing as 11 plus 11.
Yeah.
I would agree.
Same numbers.
Yes. Yeah. They both.
It took me a minute.
Yeah. So 10 plus 10 is the same thing as.
What's 10 plus 10?
Yeah. So we gonna say, is that going to be a negative? Because one is 20 and the other one is 22.
Yeah. So you get it?
Yeah.
Why do you get it?
Because they're not equal. I mean,
nah, that's not the. So you're not getting.
Yeah, I'm not. So why?
It took me a minute.
So it's what you saying. So 10 plus 10 is 20. 11 plus 11 is 22.
Yeah. So they're not the same.
He got it way quicker than TJ got it.
I was on it for like 5
10
minutes.
plus 10 is 20.
Yeah.
11 plus 11 is 22. 22.
Yeah, it's 22.
Like,
yeah, it's 22.
Yeah, gotcha.
Instead of it being 22, it's 20. too.
Yeah.
It took me a minute. It took me a minute.
I don't like those cipher jokes.
I got you.
I want to be using my brain
like
like
this.
that.
I was like,
I seen that on Instagram when I first seen it. I
What
was
do you-
like, it was
what-
like
what-
3 seconds for me.
What do you call a
I don't like
Mexican that got baptized?
what?
What?
What do you call a Mexican that got baptized?
What?
Sorry, it's a bad joke.
Oh my
Is
god!
Definitely.
should we get it though? Or is it like,
You just want me to say the
y'all ain't
answer
gonna
or
never
what?
get it?
Answer, go.
Yeah, 'cause-
Now you know they just passed a new bill, so be real careful.
So why do you call a Mexican? What do you call a Mexican that got baptized? Bean dip.
Wow. Wow.
oh, that's fire as fuck. That's fire. Don't leave me hanging on camera. That's fire. Is you gotta, you a battle rapper for that.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
You gotta
battle
make
rapper. You a
that
battle
word
rapper.
sound like
Yeah,
being.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm surprised I got it so quick.
Wow.
Bean dip. You know they call-
the web. Come on, bro. You know they.
Yeah, but I'm
wet
saying-
back, bro.
Yeah, but I'm saying you
Bean
making bean sound like bean.
No,
Nah, the whole premise
Bean.
is bean
They call-
dip, bro. They see this like 2 plus.
Yeah, but we said
Do you-
Okay, what was
yeah, I
the
guess
answer?
you just got to know what they call Mexican.
Yeah.
They call them beaners.
I never knew that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Let me do
So,
another.
I
yeah,
one.
got
so-
another one.
What
So
about-
I thought I took it a whole nother way, and I thought it was dope that way too.
Like,
What's the Mexican's favorite sport?
damn, you own
I ain't gonna
Mexicans,
get it,
bro.
bro.
I'm sorry. I
All,
said
all
sorry
our
to begin with.
Mexican followers.
Football?
we
This
love
is
y'all.
funny.
What?
Cross country.
It is
I'm
though.
going.
Whoa!
And this is gonna be my sign out because somebody's going to jail for racial
But
discrimination.
it is
That's what
their
I'm sorry.
favorite sport, too.
This is funny as fuck.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
Dog.
All the Mexicans was the best at cross country at
Dude,
our school
You can
at
cut this
Northeast.
one out. It ain't even-
Al Sharpton is at the front door. Somebody going to jail today.
So they called 50 Cent sewing a sweater, and they was like, "Gee, you knit?"
Wow.
Don't look at me when you laugh. Don't look at me after you
He's
do
loaded.
it.
So we do
Wow.
that. So we supposed to
We
be.
got more.
Though. Don't
Wow.
look at me after you do
All
it.
right, come
Wow.
on, T. T, it's on you.
Wow.
You
Don't
got, I
even
know you
look
got
for
one.
me. Listen, I got a wedding
No.
to go to. All my material is for the wedding
hold on.
tonight.
Let's go, T. Let's go, T.
Damn, we
Use
gotta
that
do-
shit.
we gotta do this
Use your
every
shit
year.
when you're at the wedding.
We gotta
said
do.
G
We gotta do
unit.
this.
Gee,
Yeah, that
you
was
knit?
some
We gotta
slick
do this.
shit.
You knit?
You knit too?
You knit?
That's what the 10 plus 10 and that shit
Oh, he
came
had
right
it.
in, like right
Shit.
there. Like, damn, too?
All right.
Damn, Buck.
Yeah, you had a whole 3 weeks or something like that. You got one.
Nah,
It's got to be
Yeah.
good, too.
Damn. Why you got to do that?
I'm just saying.
Okay. Damn.
He just had 3 good
Bro,
ones
what you
in a
fix
row.
your hat, my nigga?
What's
like
wrong
stop-
with
He
it?
wants to do that. Stop hating.
Is it on the side?
Let me make sure my shit ain't messed up before you keep.
No, I'm not, bro.
And you never wear it like that. Go ahead.
He giving the
Why-
raspy.
Damn.
The
Why
raspy.
does a?
Oh,
Oh no! Oh fuck no! No! Why?
Fuck no. Good
Shut
timing.
up, bro.
Good timing.
Gotta wake him up. Gotta wake him up.
Good timing.
Did I wake him up? All right. Now the joke comes.
Okay. Why does a penny have a smell?
Nah, I ain't gonna get it. Oh, that's a penny.
You say why?
Hey, bro. You got it. You must know
You
it.
got it.
The way you looking.
Well, spill the beans.
Because it's a kind of scent.
Cause it's a
Hit a roll.
you know, we appreciate y'all.
y'all really pressing in.
If you made it this far, we appreciate you, man. Another episode of
That was a new one. Listen, certain jokes we don't hear on in Midtown. Like you got your different
Well,
sections.
he didn't
of
say he
town.
quit his job either, though. You feel me? So he didn't quit his day
Yeah.
job.
I don't hear
But
certain
we
things
all
like
from
this where I'm
Midtown.
from.
You gotta get out more, man. You feel me?
Honestly,
You said you've been at.
honestly,
Honestly.
honestly, and honestly.
Is there
Okay.
anything you want to throw out there, man, for the
Yeah.
Well, before you promote that shit, how much time you got?
1 minute.
A few seconds. I'm going straight
Oh, well, go
to
ahead
the
and promote
venue.
it then.
Go ahead, do your thing.
promote.
Go do your thing. Do your thing.
Oh, nothing. I'm just. I'm still in what you would call
Construction.
an apprenticeship right?
Mhm.
So I stepped out to do this thing with my guys today just to, you know, kind of get a overview of, you know, what you guys do, the energy, you know, just to be able to create my own podcast, you know, to build a podcast with my wife. And then we've already discussed about having a podcast with our children.
Dope.
Right. So when I tell you that the Lewises is about to make a move, man, like look out for the Lewises. Love the Lewises. We on our way.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
And if you hear me, and this is a side note, if you happen to get up between 1:30 and 3 a.m. in the morning,
His voice.
and you see your wife on her phone, listen, she's not cheating on you. I'm giving her advice on how to keep you guys together. I promise you. You hear me? It's just my voice. It's not my face. It's not my hands. I'm not touching her physically. I'm just touching her mentally. Y'all gonna be all right.
That's a
should
good one
end your
to end it.
pods
That's
like
a
that.
good one to
You should
end
end your
it. Hey,
Y'all gonna
you
be
made me
all right.
thinking.
That whole thing,
That whole
you should
shit.
end your shit like that every time.
That's what
Okay.
I'm saying. You asked me to give you a promo today.
So Stephen Harvey,
Y'all gonna be out.
what's
Y'all
your,
gonna be all
what's the
right.
other
The
brother with the
green
gray
eyes.
beard?
What's the green eyes
What's
do?
the gray beard joint?
Don. Is
Oh,
it
no.
Donnie Simpson?
Oh no,
Not
man.
Green eye
Thank
dude.
y'all,
I
thank
don't
y'all.
know
No,
what
the green
you.
eye
I
dude.
don't want nobody with no green eyes. We're gonna pause that.
Nah, the
3
women
times.
they
Pause,
used to
pause,
look. They know
pause.
him from green eyes
Pause,
on the
pause.
radio. He used to do late radio.
Oh man.